Look at this venue. What a remarkable... Sinise.
Katie.
This bout? Well, I hope you brought your son. So here we go. Should be a good one. Which fighter will say no mas? Neither fighter willing to slow down. She scores with that counter. Jab does not score. Good counter punching. A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
If you are on the losing side of this fight and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking to fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. She got clipped by that counter. Good counter shot by her. The courage on display here is incredible. The right hook misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Estrada in that last one. And there's the bell to start round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's that counter shot. Like to see more jabs. Punch, counter punch. Misses with the straight left. It's all offense all the time. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Estrada in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. The bell rings and we start the third. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Back and forth they go. Nice counter.
Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Tried to score with a jab. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this! Seniesa Estrada is hurt. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
She wasn't ready for that counter. Trying to land that jab. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Estrada in that last round. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different game plan, something. There's the bell for round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Catch and shoot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A perfect counter lands. Oh no, not a good sign here for Seniesa Estrada. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Estrada in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special.
Get your mind back on the job.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not so rigid anymore with the stance. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Oh my God, Johnny! The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. And could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Shot from the...
1, 2, 3, 4.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
And love it.
Let's start the 6. You can see the frustration on her face in the corner. She knows it is go time now. Fight or flight. She's got to get back in it in this round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Misses with the straight left. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick it, because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catches and counters. You'd like to see more jabs. Incredible work rate. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Estrada in that last round. Here comes round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Misses with the straight left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Holding nothing back here in the round. Good one. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Estrada in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave.
Round 8, and we're off again. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing it.
How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods. Talk.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me your ball.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Did you see that? Seniesa Estrada is hurt. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
I can't believe it. They are giving up. Well, the corner has thrown it.